Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I will be your host today for Imperator Rome. Welcome back to episode 5 of the Punic Power Let's Play series. For the first time, I didn't have to restart the game 600 times just to load this game, so, it feels pretty good, I have to say. It feels pretty good to be able to do that. Anyways, since last episode, I did figure out the very, very important aspect of being able to control the areas here. Through power, pretty much. Which is just a fancy way of saying, we'll dismiss this guy and assign him to the region. What that's going to do is it's going to force the loyalty back up by decreasing the, by decreasing unrest in the area. Basically, you crack down on the unrest, and people just tend to be, I don't know, happier or something like that. Don't ask me how it works, I don't really know, but it sort of does, I guess. Anyways. It seems that this guy, how much are you consuming every single month? You use 1.15 if you're taking attrition, which you're not. So instead you're using quite a bit of, yes, that's fine. Instead you're using quite a bit of the food in here, which we don't really have much of. Yeah, you're using a little bit too much food here. That's because 2 of our cities actually end up doing a lot of things. A lot of not good things. Okay, well you produce iron. The farmland here produces salts. Wait, what's here that actually produces interesting things? And why is Rome a settlement? Why is Rome a settlement? Did I do that? Did I turn Rome into a settlement by accident? I might have done that. That's not very good. That's not good at all. Well, it seems we don't really have the ability to produce food here until we invade someone else. So one of our only other options here might be, I don't know, invading Etruria here. Just to get more food, although it wouldn't give us any food in there either. What we really need is apparently taking food from other people, because this guy is not going to manage very well. Or we can just move this guy once he's done, I don't know, suppressing the population for a decent amount of time. Anyways, we have missions to complete here, a couple of things to do. We could finish it with finish mission here, or we could do local governor. Well, I think we said local governor was very unlikely to occur, because I think I deleted the entire, all the noble families that came out of this area. So we'll finish the mission, an end of Sicilian warfare. Next we could go with the Aegis of Africa, which would be, we must secure our footing at home, protect our backs from uprisings and raids by unruly tribes before we can once again turn our gaze across the sea. Not graze. Completion criteria is when Western North Africa is subjugated or conquered. Well, we do have quite a bit of stuff conquered in this area already. So we'll take a second to see what it is. The Mutiny of the Berbers. Okay. What this will do is start a war. Oh, wait, what? Start a war? Why would we do this? In my tributary, you give me money. There must be a good reason, though I can't imagine what it would be. You guys are very much losing your everything here, including food. Yeah, food is becoming one of the major problems in these areas. What we can do instead here is, I think we can harsh treatment these guys, just to decrease that. And then we will very temporarily dismiss this guy, assign him to the region. We can do this, but we don't want to start a war yet. Over here, you guys are improving your loyalties. You guys are improving loyalty, and we'll change that once these guys are gone, pretty much. Alright then. We also need to culture convert these areas. Or assimilate them, sorry. Some of them will be faster than others, but it will take some time, regardless. So this guy we're actually going to swap out. With this guy? Yeah, you're my heavy army. And what I want from you, actually, we're going to move these guys and these guys out of there. Yes, okay. These guys are going to come down here. You're going to come over here. You're going to come over here too, actually. Okay, integration speed and subject opinion of us. Okay. So apparently we need to do the mutiny of the Berbers anyway. There's no exclusive path here. We apparently have to kill Massilia. And the only way we can finish this is we full annex them, I'm assuming. That is a full annexation is what it's asking for. Oh lord, okay. Alrighty then. Actually, it appears over here these guys are not that upset. Well, okay. So there's stone over there that we can probably give out. That's fine. Also, as we get less and less aggressive expansion, we should be improving in a lot of areas. This place just cannot get food, I guess. This territory... Oh, it's actually a sitting... it's a city in of itself, meaning it doesn't even produce food. Or if it does very little, it actually starts consuming it. Which would require us to... We could just burn the city down. If we did that, that would solve a lot of the problems. Or we'd have to invade over here as well. In fact, a lot of these areas are cities. I wouldn't be that upset missing one city. Yeah, we're gonna turn it back into a settlement. It's just like, it just cannot produce its own food, which is bad. So over here, it should start shipping out a lot of different people. A lot of different pops. Senatorial resistance, new ruler. Oh, and people don't like the new ruler. Interesting. Less likely to support changing laws, but that's it. Just for 2 years of changing laws. That's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, that's not really the worst thing in the entire world. Over here, we're going to replace this fortress with probably a slave estate, actually. Right? Yeah, let's put a slave estate in here. It's gonna maybe produce some food? I don't know, honestly. Plus 50% will maybe... Yeah, plus 50% will allow it to survive, actually. Alrighty then. Next we have our Omen, which we're going to ask... We're going to ask them to do what? Maybe we should ask them for food, ironically. Maybe we should. I'm not even joking at this point. Maybe we actually should. You're producing some food. Yeah, well, Let's go with monthly tyranny decrease, actually. We just have a little bit too much tyranny for right now. Over here, you guys are decreasing in everything. Region is very upset, which is reasonable. But we're going to start moving pops out of here. Are you guys... Yeah, there should be a lot of outgoing migration here. But if I can, I'd like to move some of the pops from Region over here, actually, to... Oh, apparently we can only move slaves. Okay. Well, anything's useful, really. You can't move anything else, but of what we can move, that's helpful. They're all really upset as well, so the loyalty isn't going up too much. Freedom... Sure, that's fine. Let's also give it a shot at doing this. Yeah, that helps to decrease it slightly slower, perhaps? Maybe? This whole situation is just unfortunate. People will start migrating out, which is fine. Become friends with the Sophet. Religious faction. Sophet and the... Oh, Sophet of a different nation, even. Ah, sure. Why not? The Third Army needs someone? Actually, no. You were just supposed to group up, and then maybe split in two. Yeah, I think so. You guys have enough food to last yourselves until the slave estate is done being built, and then you'll have enough food to sustain yourselves. And then I was hoping we could move half of these troops in here. Actually, half of them would go over here, and then they would become this. But unfortunately, I'm actually dumb because I gave them a leader when it's the exact opposite of what I was supposed to do. Let's also move you guys over to a port first. And then from a port, we'll move you over into here. Except you're assigned here. There we go. Do we not have the auto moving? We should have auto move. I guess we don't. Oh, whatever. Move him over. Scorned families. We need an extra Hanid. Hanid? I believe. Maybe the Suffet of Carthage shouldn't lead troops. I mean, no one's supposed to be leading these troops, actually, but I'm sure we'll be able to fix that. Massilia and Calabria. Oh, you guys are actually disloyal. Why is that? Why are you guys disloyal? The freemen are upset, and that's about it. Because governor's Canaanite, and you guys are megalithic, right? And Kemetic. Well, I'm pretty sure we have like only Canaanites. We might have a megalithic guy around here. We have a Hellenic. That's not very helpful. Megalithic. You know what? That is gonna help slightly. Oh, and you moved to this, which is kind of helpful, I guess. Harsh treatment, not too effective, but I don't know. We do have a couple of problems in North Africa. That's what the mission's all about, fixing those problems. We have to wait until March, and then April, May, June, July, and then we can get rid of that guy. In the meantime, we brought him home. We'll end up starting a war with our subject here, which is kind of weird, but apparently that's how that's gonna go. Move those guys across. Ooh. Massilia does not like me. Because I guess a few guys moved over. Well, that's kind of funny, because, oh, interesting. This is actually an entire dynamic chain of events that happens during this time. Okay, I'm intrigued. You've piqued my interest. We're talking about the Massilian revolts now. And then, in the end, is when we declare war. Their capital is, I'm assuming... actually, I can't be too sure. Where's your capital? Right here, okay. We also have a total of 7 cohorts. We have our own cohorts from our allies that are going to help out. Or other subjects. You should now step down from your position. Move over here. And you guys are not doing so well. That's because the slave estate's still being built, though, so... There we go, food goes up, and now food goes back down. Okay. We can fix that once again. We're going to split them in 2. Move you here. You'll be assigned to the region. Which will help out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. See, this area's completely stable now. Well, it's becoming more loyal, and it's gaining food now, which is good. Over here, we can't really quite say the same thing. Is there a way to decrease consumption of food? I would have thought maybe aqueducts. But maybe not really. Maybe not. Rome, we could build maybe a slave estate, which would give us more food. Farmland plus 4. And then everyone's just consuming it in there, though. Still, that's plus 2 food we could get, which would be enough to satisfy all the issues. We will be ready, okay. So that's, I guess, the rest of the Massilian tribesmen. The war will start, I think, regardless of whether or not I start it myself. So I don't think I need the Senate's opinion on this one. I think I just go straight ahead and fix these issues. 4th of April. Alright, we have a few months left to go. You guys are fixing these problems just fine. You're not really doing much. These guys are actually becoming disloyal, so we're gonna... actually gonna ask you to clamp down on all the unrest here. There we go, unrest. Which is just all of me versus Massilia. Actually, I believe... Oh, okay, so we get claims on everything too. Interesting. Shock as well. We're both like low in morale because I forgot to bring my own up. That's kind of dumb of me. That's my own fault. Let's go and bring the slaves some happiness in here. I think we'll also chase them down. Don't know where you're going, but there are very few places I can't reach in this very open, wide desert. There you go, that's one down. You have enough manpower for quite a few cohorts, which is more annoying than anything else, really. That should be an easy win. The navy does not need to be up. Fight over here. Another mission would end up being... What would this end up being? We need to own a lot of these territories. Or these 4, I guess, subjects do not need to own anything. Okay. Next over here we have the Massilian Menace. Ooh, interesting. So we have what is it? Sorry, Massilia, and this is Massilia. Okay. Kind of a difference in between. Alright then. We also need to have 15 or more pops in the areas of here, which we don't own. Instead, what we can do is integrate... are you a vassal or are you a tribal? You're a tributary. You guys are, I'm assuming, tribal vassals? Feudatory, yes, okay. I can integrate feudatories, but I can't integrate these guys. Can I offer feudatory status? No. Or if I could, then not right now at least. I'll start sieging down your capital real quick. Pirates are everywhere, which is always fun. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So all of my feudatories I can integrate, but none of the tribal vassals, which begs the question: how would one go about obtaining this land? To integrate them. Lots of thinking to do. I think it actually says we just need to have 15 or more pops in, like... Which area, sorry? Carthage owns at least one territory with a city status and 15 or more pops in these areas. Okay. Okay, I get it. I gotcha, okay. So we just need to have a city in here. Musalamia, I'm just making sure this is true, right? Musalamia, Thabricania, or Maxinia. Whew, those sure are some names. But yeah, all we need to do is build a city in the hills here. Which is not as much fun, but we can do it. And then we'll just move over a bunch of troops over. Or a bunch of pops we'll just move over and it'll be fine. So over here, you guys are a very different culture as well. That makes sense. The Punic culture kind of evolved from the Phoenician culture as it came over. Ooh, our first martial advance. That's kind of fancy. Kind of neat. Oh, there comes civics. Our vassals are doing a nice job here. I don't think we bring in tributaries, do we? Are you at war? No, you're not. Okay, so the tributaries don't get brought in. Everyone else does, though. Okay. Once the capital falls, we should be able to take everything. Maybe not everything. We need to wait for that local capital to fall as well. Carthage gets a little bit of money, or Urki. I do generally like to get more pops, but we do have such a large number of pops. Well, sure, we might as well, actually. We also have a lot of cities, none of which I've actually, like, been able to turn into the kind of city I want, you know, depending on region and resources. Because we haven't founded them. I don't even know where all of my cities are, to be honest with you. I know they're, like, dotted across areas. Generally, there are 1 or 2 that I own per area. I think at most there are generally, like, 3 cities in a, in each region, in each province. There are generally around 3 cities. Because that's kind of what can be supported. Can I take everything here? No, not everything. But I would like to. It's actually not that much aggressive expansion. At most, maybe 17. Tribal migration. Okay. Yeah, so it's really not that bad. Cohort experience is kind of high. And they're dealing with those guys for me. Great, alright. You guys are getting no attrition, which is good. Just need to take that local capital, please and thank you. 35, not bad. I might come over and assume control. You're a 6, and you are a 7. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Oh, okay, he's lost the depressed trait. Well, good on you, bud. That's pretty good. Untiring devotion. Free 5 stability, that's nice. And we'll full annex this area. Just like this, right? Well, I believe that's everything. We shouldn't have any problems, correct? We'll reset. We'll cede by province, I suppose. Just to make sure we have everything. And there we go. Alright then. How about we decrease some aggressive expansion? We're gonna have problems because of that all. Okay, we'll keep you here. Alright then, Marsimeni gets state-owned farmlands until the end of the game. Local unrest, local tax. We owe them a favor. That's not the worst thing in the world. Now, how are these areas doing? Surprisingly, they're rather loyal for what they are. I'll also, of course, put you on that. These areas are... I don't like this area. There's just like no one living here, but... surprisingly, more or less, rather loyal, to be honest with you. We also have a total of, about kind of 2.5 minutes left. Alrighty then. So, these guys are still becoming less and less loyal, which I don't like. Why are you so unloyal? Changes 0 each month. Okay, yeah, so we're pretty much exactly even. Oh, I like that there actually is this little thing there. Oh, and then it goes up, and then, I don't know, weird things go on. Weird things happen. Yeah, not bad. I just don't like how the loyalty is still going down. New loyal, what's it, loyal? New leader. Sure, that's fine. That's okay. Now, how about... I'll keep on giving me stuff, goddamn. Let's go with... aggressive expansion change, because we have a lot of aggressive expansion. Go with this too. Italia is becoming a little less loyal. Everyone's still rather upset in here, but we can actually add more troops. Interestingly enough. So we'll add some over. Military traditions. Oh, we get our first one, actually. How about we get ourselves some light cavalry? I don't see why not. We can also grab our next omen, which I believe should be provincial loyalty. We're going to have a couple of apparently loyal problems for the next little while. These are all absolutely okay. You guys are split in two. You actually don't need that commander. Sorry, did I hit the wrong button? Oh, you're actually moving right now, so you can't. Trade. New city in, what was it, over here? Yeah, okay, new city over here. What we'll do over here then is just move a couple of pops. So we'll get 1, 2, I don't know, just a couple moved over. I think 13 was the right number, I don't exactly remember. Let's check it out. Over here we needed to have 15 pops, okay. Alrighty then. Now Tebessa over here also needs to turn itself into a city before we can complete that other mission. Alright then. That's not so bad. Alright. So we need a little bit more money. We'll bring in 2 more pops. A 1 and a 2. Which will allow us to complete this mission over time. And what that mission does is it kind of increases our, changes the government form over. Oh, and there's my alarm telling me, actually. We're pretty much out of time for today's episode. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day.